Hey folks, Tuesday night was the American Idol Season 9 auditions in Denver, Colorado. And I know I'm late with this video, but nobody really cares about the auditions at this point anyway, do they? Yeah, I didn't think so. The guest judge once again was Victoria Beckham. I guess they thought she was going to be so spectacular that they went ahead and booked her twice, but she really wasn't all that great. Although I did think she was better in Denver than she had been in Boston. At least she had a little bit of something to say. But mostly she talked about what people were wearing and what they looked like. Not a whole lot about singing, but what did the Spice Girls ever know about singing anyway, really? And really, being a good singer is pretty low on the list of requirements to be a pop star these days anyway. So I thought she did pretty good this time around. I liked her a little better. The first audition was Mark Labriola. Mark said that he's often told that he looks like Jack Black, and I didn't really see it except the fact that I kind of wanted to take a razor to his face. Not to slice him up or anything, just to give him a good shave. Mark's mom kidnapped him when he was 4 years old, and they were on the run for 6 years before his dad found him and they moved back to Denver. The judges thought he was going to be a joke, because he compared himself to Jack Black, but he wasn't a joke. It turned out he had a pretty nice voice, and I liked his personality, so I liked him. I don't remember what he sang, though. When he got his golden ticket to Hollywood, though, he held it up and he said, "This is for my mom who can't be here." Of course she can't be there. She's probably still on probation for kidnapping you. Next was Mario Galvan. Mario is a nicotine addiction counselor. Maybe I should have given him a call. I tried to quit smoking a couple of months ago, and it just didn't work out. They say that quitting smoking is actually harder than kicking heroin. But I wouldn't know anything about that. I've never smoked heroin or injected it. See, I wouldn't even know what to do with it if you gave me heroin. Maybe he should have gave Simon a talking to, because I heard that Simon Cowell smokes like a chimney. Anyway, Mario sang Jailhouse Rock, and it sucked. So it was a no for him. Next was Kimberly Kerbow. She came in with her daughter, who was sure that she was going to be America's... Why do they always almost say America's Next Top Model? Did they think they're on the wrong show? Kimberly's a single mother, of course. What a surprise. We've never seen one of those on the show before. Not that there's anything wrong with being a single mother, but face it, ladies, if you have children that have both a mother, a father, a roof over their head, and a hot meal every night, your odds of getting any FaceTime on the show are pretty slim to none. So I wonder why they never show married women. Lil Rounds was married last season, wasn't she? Anyway, she's the exception to the rule. She sang The Way I Am, and it was good. Then they ended up in this, because of one of the song lyrics, they ended up in this pointless discussion about Rogaine. And after she left, it was, the judges pointed out that she had been wearing a wig. Well, I hadn't even noticed it to begin with, but after watching it back, it was pretty obvious, though I still thought she was beautiful. Next was Dannelle Hayes. Dannelle's a karaoke host and a cover band singer, and she hates it. Wait a minute, she wants to be a pop star, and she already sings for a living, but she hates it? What makes her think it's going to be any... Oh... She can inspire people. It's the money. It always comes down to the money. Dannelle turned on the waterworks as soon as she walked in the room. Don't you hate it when they do that? When they come in there, first off, all they do is cry about how emotional the journey has been. And Cara Dioguardi, she eats it up every time, doesn't she? It's like watching a bad episode of Days of Our Lives. Dannelle sang I'm the Only One by Melissa Etheridge, and I did not like it at all. I thought she screamed it. But she got lucky. Those judges, they are so fickle. Only about 25% of the time do they like screamers. But she got lucky they liked her, and I didn't. But she got 4 yeses. Next was Casey James. Casey had been mangled in a motorcycle accident when he was 21 years old. And the doctor said he'd never play guitar again. So it was another one of those I've defied the odds kind of stories. But I wonder if he still rides motorcycles. Because, you know, I've heard a lot of motorcycle people that will wreck and then almost die and then get right back on the motorcycle because they say it's so exhilarating. It reminds me of skydivers like this. I was watching this show once about this skydiver, this woman. She had jumped out of an airplane and then her chute messed up, and so she like twirled to the ground. She looked like one of those. She looked like one of those old dead ducks on Duck Hunt. You remember that game that used to come with Super Mario Brothers? She just twirled to the ground like that, and she hit the ground face first in a parking lot. Shattered her face. She spent months in the hospital. The doctors had to completely redo her face. And you know what the first thing she did when she got out of the hospital was? She went and jumped out of another airplane, like a dummy. Some people never learn. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I liked Casey. I thought he sounded pretty good, but his voice was a little bit weak, if you ask me. The ladies loved him, though. But it was pretty good looking. Cara had him unbutton his shirt, and then Randy Jackson told him to take his shirt off. Why do you want to see him without his shirt on, Randy? But the ladies just went crazy over him. And I was pretty surprised that Victoria Beckham was so impressed with his looks, because if you put Casey next to her husband, Casey looks like chopped liver. But anyway, Simon said no, the girls said yes, and then Randy fell in line with what the girls said, as he always does. Next was Tori Kelly. She brought in one of her friend's kids who had drawn pictures of all the judges. Didn't y'all like those pictures? Weren't they cute? Wasn't that adorable? I think she was actually going for the, oh, we can't say no to her with a child in the room. Never mind, it wasn't even her own child. She sang Gravity by John Mayer, and I liked her. I agree with Victoria Beckham. I thought she was very pretty, and I thought she had a great voice, even though Simon Cowell said that she sounded annoying. So she got 3 yeses. Next was Austin Paul. Austin is a full-of-himself football player that has going to Hollywood on American Idol listed as number 42 on his bucket list. What the hell kind of goals does this man have in life? He sang Bigger Than My Body, and he was pretty shocked when he got 4 no's. Next was Kenny Everett. Another one that's pretty full of himself. Kenny thinks that he's the world's best singer and called himself the male Mary J. Blige, and he considers his talent a public service. He tried to sing some Mary J. Blige songs, complete with the invisible microphone, and Simon said it sounded like he was being punched. I thought it sounded more like he was throwing up, or trying to throw up. It's much the same noise that my cat makes when she's trying to cough up a fur ball. Of course, it was a no for him, and he didn't understand how 4 people could tell him that he can't sing when he knows he can. Next was Nicci Nix. She flew 14 hours to get to the audition from Florence, Italy, and she sounded like Minnie Mouse. I know a lot of people might be upset that she came all the way from Italy to audition for American Idol, but I don't think she's actually from Italy. I think she just lives there now. Actually, I don't even know if she lives there. She might have just been visiting. She might have just been flying back from Italy, because everything I could gather online, she's actually from the United States, I think. Simon says she sounded like she ate helium, but all of the judges liked the fact that her voice went lower when she started singing, but I didn't think it went low enough. I didn't like it at all. I thought she sounded awful. Next was Hayley Vaughn. Random factoid here. Hayley Vaughn was the name of Kelly Ripa's character on All My Children for 12 years before Regis Philbin snatched her up. How do I know that? Because I used to watch soap operas when I was a little boy. And it came as a surprise to everyone when I came out of the closet. Go figure. Hayley wants to be the first black man. First black man. Hayley wants to be the first black mainstream pop country singer. That's a tongue twister right there. She sang Last Name, and I loved her. Randy advised her, though, not to be too sound-alike with Carrie and the other girls, which I didn't think she sounded like Carrie Underwood at all, but Randy Jackson just wants to have something to say every once in a while. But I thought she was the best of the night. And the last of the night was Bikini Boy Ty Himmerling. He started singing Achy Breaky Heart, and then the judges got up and walked out. It was all kind of stupid and pointless. Anyway, so that was it, and I still haven't even watched Wednesday night's show. Can you believe that? I've been so busy this week. But maybe I'll watch it tonight, and I'll see you folks in the morning, probably. But who did you all think was the best of the night? I thought Hayley Vaughn was the best of the night. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Next week, I can't wait. Ellen DeGeneres, Hollywood. Auditions are over, thank God. Bye.